I media trained you. That's controversial.
David, this song is too. You talking about killing people?
Where there's smoke, there is usually fire. And when there's a dead body in someone's car, that is some serious smoke.
David has not been arrested, and I think a lot of people are sort of astounded that there hasn't been movement. I think I went off the air on Friday and might have been a podcast afterwards saying I expect an arrest pretty soon.
David is reportedly on the run after authorities issued a warrant for his arrest. And according to multiple reports, he and his manager left the residence they had been, staying in shortly before police searched the property, though officials have not shared full details about what was discovered there, only that it was enough to intensify the investigation. Earlier in the case, David was said to be cooperating with authorities, but recent updates suggest he has since cut communication and abandoned his home. While at the same time, online communities and independent users have been digging up information, some even claiming to have passed their findings to law enforcement, which has fueled speculation and theories, though many of these remain unverified. At the center of the story is a young girl named Celeste, who had been reported missing in 2024, and later authorities confirmed that she had been found deceased, though the exact cause and time of death remain undetermined. And while her family previously shared concerns about David and expressed frustration with how the situation was handled, many details surrounding the case are still unclear. In addition, online discussions have included unverified allegations suggesting that certain people close to Celeste may have been aware of her situation, but law enforcement has not confirmed these claims, and therefore they should be treated with caution, as much of the circulating information is still speculation rather than confirmed fact. What makes the case even more unusual is how quickly public attention shifted from quiet investigation to nationwide conversation, with countless commentators, online sleuths, and even independent journalists analyzing every update. And while this has kept the story in headlines, it has also made it harder to separate fact from rumor, since not all of the claims being circulated come directly from reliable sources. For now, what remains certain is that David's current location has not been revealed. The investigation is still very active, and officials have continued to stress that only verified information from law enforcement should be trusted, which is why the public is being advised to avoid spreading unconfirmed theories and instead wait for clarity through official statements, as authorities continue working to piece together the full timeline of events leading up to the tragedy and to ensure that accurate information is shared moving forward.
We may now have evidence that Celeste's family knew about her relationship with David and allowed it. And this comment from 2024 is getting a lot of attention. So someone in Celeste's community commented on a post saying, "I live in Lake Elsinore, 5 to 10 minutes away. There was so much more going on. Her family knew he was with her since she was 11. They didn't care. All they cared for was the money given to them." She said, unfortunately, she was reported missing in 2024, but they all knew where she was. Even her friends extorted David with money so they wouldn't say where she was staying. I think the mom should be held responsible too for allowing a child to move in with a boyfriend at that age. There's a lot more than what's being said. Here in Elsinore, all her friends are talking about it because she was in communication with them. So sad. She said she would sneak out at age 11 even though her neighborhood is horrible, but her parents saw that he had money and became more dependent and would let her leave the house at 13 even though he was 18. She said her mother sold her for $10K a week and he paid so that he wouldn't be seen as which does add up with their Discord messages of her complaining about her parents and him saying, "Don't worry, I'll fix it." And the other crazy thing is that people found this comment on one of David's videos back in 2024 where someone named Robin River said he's waiting on the cops to get David for messing with minors. This is long before many of us knew about him and Celeste would be around 13 at that time. Since then, his account has blown up and people are waiting and hoping that whoever this is gives us some answers. Rest in peace to Celeste. Let me know what you guys think, and as anything comes out, I'll keep you guys updated.
It has also been reported that after her disappearance, Celeste was still active online through a new account under a different name, and some conversations allegedly linked to her suggested ongoing communication. Certain unverified reports circulating online claim that financial arrangements may have been involved, though authorities have not confirmed these details. At one point, social media activity also drew attention when Celeste appeared in a photo wearing a ring and showing a tattoo connected to David, which quickly fueled further speculation about their relationship. Around the same time, screenshots began spreading of David allegedly responding to a question about his personal life. But once again, these claims remain unverified and have not been officially acknowledged by investigators. While these pieces of information continue to circulate widely across platforms, it is important to note that much of this comes from online speculation, and law enforcement has not issued confirmation on these particular claims.
Parking lot, we looked at it on we geotagged the photo and looked at it is about a 6-minute walk from Celeste's home where her mom lives.
Even with all the ongoing speculation, what really caught public attention were the references some listeners believe David made to Celeste in his past music. Online discussions point to certain lyrics that people have connected to her, though it's important to note that these claims are based on interpretation and have not been officially confirmed. One older track that resurfaced on social media was even titled Celeste, which fueled further conversation about whether the song was inspired by her. Fans and online communities began analyzing the lyrics and linking them to real-life events, which only intensified speculation. In addition to this, reports surfaced that law enforcement recently searched David's residence as part of their investigation. While officials have not released exact details of what was found, images circulating online suggested that evidence may have been collected. Media outlets have also noted the proximity of his home to the location where his car was recovered, which has added to theories already circulating on social media. At this stage, investigators have not confirmed the accuracy of these claims, and while speculation continues online, only official updates will ultimately clarify the facts of the case.
A search of the home that he appeared to have been staying in the Hollywood Hills. So we now find out that they were testing for blood. There's something called luminol, which can light up a floor.
Everyone's seen this on CSI.
Yeah.
That they spray it and it, allows them to see where, if there are traces of blood, even if it's been cleaned up.
So they were looking, on the floors. They were looking in drains to see if there were any traces of blood. We don't know what the results of the search were, but it's significant because the Tesla that contained her body in the trunk was parked nearby. And so it seems like their working theory is she might have been in the house.
Killed or dismembered in the house and then placed in that car and parked, a block and a half away.
Right, and we should say that the police have not named a suspect yet. The police have not named a person of interest yet, but that doesn't mean they don't have one. They got a search warrant, which means they clearly were able to show a judge that there was probable cause to believe a crime was committed. But the police have been playing this really close to the vest.
As always, people online have been sharing their own opinions about this ongoing case, with some users debating details about the timeline and others focusing on whether justice will ultimately be served. Many comments express sympathy for Celeste and hope that the truth comes out soon, while others continue to analyze every update shared across news outlets and social platforms. At this point, it's important to remember that only official reports from law enforcement can confirm what has or has not been discovered, and much of what circulates online remains unverified. Still, the conversation shows just how invested the public has become in following the investigation, and many believe that the authorities are moving closer to resolving the case. But now I'd like to hear from you. What are your thoughts on the situation? And do you think there will be an arrest anytime soon? Share your perspective in the comments below. And don't forget to check out this other video covering another major development.